Hi, welcome to Faithful Families, Thriving Communities. My name is Grace Holmes, and I'm the Southwest District Extension Healthier Together educator. I will be leading today's lesson about planning for dinner. How many of you guys hear the question on a daily basis, what's for dinner, from your family? I know I sure do. How do you feel when you hear this? Do you always know what's for dinner? Today we're going to try and take the anxiety out of that question. You will learn how to take a few minutes each week and plan so that when someone asks, hey, what's for dinner? You'll know. Planning meals for your family is a great and healthy way to stay in your budget. Let's begin today by looking at our low-cost, nutritious recipe that can help you eat smart at home. Today's recipe is chicken and broccoli quiche. I love this recipe because it is a wonderful time saver and it can be made so many different ways. Here are just a few great things about this recipe. You can make 2 at a time and save one for later by freezing it. You can make this recipe using muffin pans for individual servings and eliminate both the pie crust and a few calories as well. You can make this recipe using mini muffin pans and it becomes a healthy snack. You can use any leftover meat for other meals that you might have eaten and put it in the quiche. Although this recipe does call for chicken, you can use beef, pork, or seafood, or you can make it vegetarian. It's a great recipe to use up leftover vegetables from the day before. Just add them to make your own version of the quiche. This recipe is also a great way to add extra vegetables to your family meals. Think about adding peppers, spinach, or asparagus, just to name a few choices. When tomatoes are in season, add a sliced tomato to the top of the quiche. The recipe video demonstration for this recipe is below, so don't forget to watch it once you finish this lesson video. To make this recipe we just discussed, you have to do a little bit of planning. The same holds true for meals with your family. With a little planning, you can help your family eat smart at home. I know it sounds like it takes too much time, but I think you will see that the few minutes that you spend planning each week will save you time in the long run. How many of you ate out last night? How many of you got takeout or had it delivered? How many of you cooked at home last night? Enjoying a meal at home is important for eating healthy. While eating out can occasionally be fun, many of us eat out or get takeout food as a regular thing rather than as a special treat. I'm definitely guilty of this. Eating meals prepared at home gives your family a time and a place to be healthier together. We know that when we eat out, this usually means that we're looking at larger portion sizes, more calories, fat, sugar, and salt, fewer fruits and vegetables, fewer whole grains, fewer low-fat dairy products, and less fiber. When we eat at home, we can make better choices for our family's health. When we fix simple, healthy meals at home, we usually eat healthier. We can sometimes save time, and we almost always save money. When we choose to eat at home, we are more likely to choose foods that are healthier, and we control how it's cooked and how much is served. An added bonus to eating at home is that it provides an opportunity for the family to get together and talk about the events of the day. Planning and cooking more meals at home helps us maintain a healthy weight. We are able to control our portion sizes in our meals, including foods higher in fiber and lower in sugar, sodium, and saturated fats. Not only will we benefit by finding it easier to maintain a healthy weight, we can reduce our risk of diabetes and other health-related diseases as well. How can planning and cooking meals at home help you with your personal goal for health? It's one thing to know you want to eat more meals at home, but it's another to know how to go about doing it. If you take it step by step, it's easy. First, you plan. Plan simple meals for your family for a week, 2 weeks, or longer, whatever works for you. And then you shop. Make a list of all the foods you will need for your meal, shop for a week at a time, or whatever works for your schedule, and stick to your list. Fix. Stick to your plan for your meals. Make simple, healthy meals for your family. And then eat. Eat together as a family without the TV. Today we are going to talk about the planning step. We will focus on planning simple, healthy meals for you and your family, and other lessons we'll learn the specifics about shopping, fixing, and eating together as a family as well. Don't forget to view the video clip below following the lesson that will show us how one family plans, shops, fixes, and eats healthy meals. You will find this handout below as well, which you can use as a tool to help your family plan simple, healthy meals by creating a list of the things your family likes to eat and that you know how to make. Oftentimes we forget from week to week some of the simple things we can cook for dinner. Once you create your list, you can keep it on the refrigerator or inside a kitchen cabinet door where you'll always see it. So how do you make a plan? The number one reason people say they can't eat healthy is a lack of time. Planning can save you time and money. By planning ahead, you will have the ingredients you need to fix quick, easy, healthy meals for you and your family. When you have the ingredients you need on hand, fixing a simple meal can be as quick as going through the drive-thru. Set aside 30 minutes to plan meals and make your shopping list for the next week. Make a list of the dishes and the side dishes that you will serve for each day of the week. Post the menu on the refrigerator. This will help you answer that "what's for dinner" question that comes every day, and you'll be able to prepare more meals at home. Besides those meals on your Meals to Remember list, you can get lots of ideas by checking some easy resources. Newspapers often have recipes for seasonal foods. Each week, usually on Wednesdays, they have a special section with recipes and food ideas. This is also the day of the week when they usually include grocery store flyers in the paper. This will allow you to plan your menu around the best buys in the grocery store. Magazines almost always include new ideas for dinner. You don't have to buy a magazine, just browse through them in a waiting room at the library, or see if maybe your old friends have some old ones that you can look through. In addition to giving you more recipes, cookbooks often have menu ideas and suggest new ways to prepare a dish by just adding one or two ingredients. The internet has lots of recipe sites. You can search for quick meals or crock pot recipes or simple meals. I'll bet you'll find lots of new ideas on the web. You can use the internet at the library if you don't have other Wi-Fi access. Many times the grocery store will have recipe cards with ideas for preparing foods like vegetables, meats, and other things. Keep a lookout for those. If you find a menu item that you like, add it to your list. And don't forget that you need to include your favorite recipes that we talk about in our Faithful Families classes as well. Of course, getting ideas from friends and families is an endless resource. You can keep your family's favorite recipes in a small file box, loose leaf notebook, or on your phone or computer. These recipes are something that your children will want to have one day when they have families of their own. And finally, we can learn from each other. I bet you have already heard one or two suggestions for quick and easy meals today that you might try. Talking with friends and relatives is a great way to get new ideas for foods that you can fix for your family. When planning meals, keep it simple. Think about recipes with only a few ingredients or that you can prepare in one pot. This also makes cleanup really easy. Stir-fry meats and then add vegetables. Try chicken pieces with chopped zucchini, carrots, and peppers, and create a meal on the stove in one skillet. Serve it over rice or pasta. Bake or roast meats and vegetables in the oven. There are lots of simple meals that can be made in a slow cooker as well. Foods like stews, soups, pot roasts with vegetables are easy. You can place everything in the pot in the morning and it will be ready when you walk out the door at the end of the day. Microwaves are also great for reheating leftovers, or you can use the microwave to make meals in a hurry. You can microwave vegetables and heat spaghetti sauce in just a few minutes. Grills, either indoor or outdoor, can be used for meats, frozen or thawed, and vegetables. Try grilling summer vegetables such as zucchini, eggplant, and peppers. Remember, you can still prepare quick meals even if you don't have any of these special pieces of cooking equipment. A skillet and a stovetop are all you need to make many quick, nutritious meals. Meals at home can be simple and easy, even if you don't always have a recipe. Here are some quick dinner ideas. Quick vegetable soup and sandwich, whole wheat pasta with sauce and a side salad, whole wheat tortillas with shredded cheese, beans, and salsa. Roast chicken with potatoes, onions, celery, carrots, chicken stir fry, or scrambled eggs with veggies, and low-fat cheese and whole wheat toast. Add a cup of low-fat milk and a piece of fruit for dessert, and you've made your meal complete. Let's compare a home-cooked meal to a similar restaurant meal. The stir-fry made at home is lower in calories, saturated fat, and much lower in sodium. For busy families, the super stir-fry can be on your family dinner table in 30 minutes or less. Chances are it will take you a great deal more time to drive to your favorite restaurant, sit down, order, wait for the food to be served, wait for the check, and then drive back home. Plus, think of all the money you're going to save. When you are planning meals, think about including foods from at least 3 of the groups in each of your meals. Always include a variety of fruits and vegetables. Canned and frozen fruits and vegetables are fast and healthy additions to any meal. Check the cost and decide which one makes the most sense for your family. You may want to choose fresh fruit like apples and berries, but select low or no sodium canned peas and corn. Frozen is also a healthy choice. Farmers in our area grow lots of wonderful vegetables such as sweet corn, collards, and peanuts, as well as fruits such as peaches, blueberries, and apples. These are great choices when they are in season and can usually be found at a lower cost at your local farmer's market or farm stand. For your fresh fruit and vegetables, buy what's in season and get the best value. No matter what you choose, it will provide healthy benefits. When you're planning meals, think about how you can serve whole grains. Whole grains are high in nutrients and high in fiber. At least half of the grains we eat should be whole grains. When looking at ingredients lists, look for whole grains listed as the first ingredient. Whole wheat bread, whole wheat crackers, whole wheat pasta, oatmeal, popcorn, and brown rice are all examples of whole grain foods. Choose low-fat or fat-free dairy products or fortified soy milk. They offer the same nutrients, but they have less saturated fat and calories. You can keep your menus interesting by including a variety of protein foods. Making smart protein choices can also help you maintain a healthy weight. Plan to serve lean meats such as canned tuna packed in water, seafood, chicken, turkey, or lean meats. Beans and peas, unsalted nuts and seeds, soy products, and eggs are also wonderful vegetarian protein foods that are not as costly as lean meats. Think about your drink. Make it a habit to serve a cold glass of low-fat or fat-free milk or fortified soy milk with dinner. Kids and adults alike need the calcium and vitamin D in these drinks. Limit the amount of soft drinks and sweet tea that your family drinks. You may want to make sure that it's a family rule that there are no soft drinks allowed with dinner. Water is another good choice instead of tea, fruit drinks, and soft drinks. Water has no calories and is needed by both kids and adults. So, what's for dinner? Let's start building a plan. We are going to start building your weekly menu by planning just a couple of days. Start by thinking of a main dish that everyone in your family likes, or something you know how to make that is within your budget. Build your meal around that dish. Pause the video here if you need some time to think. This example is a quick and delicious meal that everybody loves. Chicken and broccoli quiche, quick vegetable salad, apple slices, bran raisin muffin, and low-fat milk. The next step in planning is to make a shopping list based on your menu for the week. Using a list helps you remember the things that you'll need. When you stick to your list, you won't buy things you don't really need. Making a list is important if you need to make sure that you have everything you want for all your meals. Let's make a shopping list for a meal. Let's say that next week I want to have spaghetti with meat sauce, a salad, and a slice of whole wheat bread for dinner. I always serve low-fat milk. What would I need to put on my list? I'd need spaghetti noodles, spaghetti sauce, ground beef, lettuce, other salad fixings, whole wheat bread, and low-fat milk. Before you start making your list, start by checking what you have and then list the things you need. Check the pantry, refrigerator, and freezer. Your family may have other basics that you always like to use, like tortillas or beans. Organize coupons for the items on your list. Don't forget to keep the basics on hand. They can allow for quick changes to your menu, snacks for the family, or easy breakfasts and lunches. Basics include peanut butter, cereal, rice, pasta, bread, fruits and vegetables, especially canned or frozen, which can be stored for a while, low-fat milk, and eggs. Now, let's review our meal planning steps again. First, we make a list of our favorite dishes. Make sure you try a new recipe if you're looking to switch it up a little bit, or have your family help make your list. Create a menu plan and be sure to include a variety of foods, especially fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and low-fat dairy. Try to use foods that are in season and always make sure to check store specials. When you make your grocery list, it's always good to go check your pantry, make sure you check off everything you already have, add your basic items that are needed. And when you make your list, include fresh in-season produce that can be found at the farmer's market. Enjoy your grocery shopping. Stick to your list, save time, and save money. Don't forget to check out our chicken and broccoli quiche recipe cooking demonstration video below. Doesn't that sound delicious? What's one change you will make after this lesson to plan meals with your family? What might make this hard for you, and how might you overcome that? This has been a great discussion. Let's continue to talk throughout these next few weeks about how we can help your faith community to adopt practices and policies that can help your members eat smart. Planning meals takes a little bit of time, but you'll save a lot of time and money in the long run. You're already on your way with the plan you've started here today. When you get home, plan the remaining days of the week and finish the grocery list. Use your plan and list for the next week. Spending only 30 minutes a week planning your meals and making your shopping list can help you save time and money. Best of all, it will help you and your family eat healthier. Thank you for joining us today for this lesson on planning what's for dinner. See you next time.